All right. Greetings and peace, everyone. Welcome to the C.R.S.A YouTube channel. My name is Neo, and I'm here to share some info with the people. That wasn't as smooth as I usually like it. But anyways, the information here I want to talk to you guys about is about how good looks does not equate to high levels of self-confidence. And I got this information from me dealing with and also observing various good-looking women, so-called good-looking women, that to the public they're good-looking, and me really analyzing them and being with them up close, personal with them. I realized that not all of them actually have the confidence as they appear. And it's not only women, it's both guys too, because back in my high school years, this is before my personal development journey. And my personal development journey, I'm glad that I've been on it for many years and still continuing on right now. But the confidence that I have developed now versus when I was in high school, I am so amazed. Because when I was in high school, I didn't realize all of the females that actually liked me and wanted to be with me more than, I didn't realize that until like years after high school. And I didn't realize that, especially in high school, that females are not going to actually tell you that they like you. Very few of them will, and very few of them did. I think it was like maybe 2 of them in high school told me that they liked me. And even if it was, they did tell me, it was like through somebody else. And then in middle school, I remember like 2 of them actually told me, but then one of them, the mixed girl, she told me through like a note or something. Yeah, she told me through like a note. But overall, in school, I was one that did not know and did not feel that I was good looking. Yeah, but then looking back, I can tell by the behavior of the females, and even in summer school, in high school, oh my God, the type of stuff that females would do for me, and the things that I would test out to see if they would do it or not. Yo, it is crazy. And I look back on it, some of them was obsessed with me. So anyways, now I can see with my personal development now, and now I understand the mind and how powerful our beliefs are. I realized that, and I came to the conclusion, analyzing my own self and analyzing other people, that we literally have to have the beliefs within ourselves. We have to generate them within ourselves. We have to program our own mind to perceive that we are actually good looking. It sounds crazy, but if we have not picked up the belief throughout our childhood, and throughout our life, by other people saying it to us, and we hear it over and over again. Because like for me, the first part where it made me think differently was back in high school, where one of my teachers, she would let me she would let me buy in a lot of stuff that normally she wouldn't let anybody slide through. Slide through. And it was one time I said or did something, and we was like in class, and she was like, "You're lucky you're cute." And then I laughed, and I was like, oh my God. And that was the first time I actually remember a female. No, actually, it was one of the few times. Yeah, at least in high school, one of the females said that I was cute. And this was back in the day before my personal development. And boy, oh boy, that inflated my ego. And I was so happy when she said that. And that's how it is when a lot of people get the validation from the external world. It's their ego inflates, and that's the reason why a lot of females, they love this social media. Men too, there's some men too, some males, but some males who are more in their feminine side, they need that validation from the outside world. But to go and say this, that the more we feel like we have to do things to get validation for our good looks, to get validation, to have people outside of ourselves to validate our good looks, the more it conveys that we don't have that true belief inside of ourselves that we are good looking and we feel good about ourselves. An example, people who go out of their way to look good and they overdo it, they overdose on it as far as they go out of their way to have the latest clothing, the latest sneakers, the latest shoes, the latest makeup, and women, all that makeup on their face. Some of them overdose on it. Some of them overdose on those eyelashes. All of this is a conveyance of low self-esteem. I've noticed that the more I develop confidence within myself, the less I felt like I had to go and buy all these new clothes, buy the new Jordans, which I have a ton of Jordan sneakers, and I have a ton of new clothing. And I realized, hold on, I don't really have to do all of this. Let me just relax, just be myself, and stop trying to show off. And ever since then, I felt so good, and now I don't have to. I don't feel a need to pursue women to get validation like I used to. So I just want to say that to you guys, that is probably the issue that a lot of you have right now. You have a low self-esteem within yourself that's causing you to seek validation outside of yourself, especially with these social media apps. And a lot of women are hooked. A lot of men are too, but a lot of women are hooked on these Instagrams and these other apps, trying to get validation, always worrying about taking pictures and what type of pictures are getting what type of likes. It's an addiction. It really, really is. But the thing is, you could resolve that within yourself, spend more time by yourself, reflecting on yourself, and catch those impulses that makes you feel like you have to go out of your way to get validation outside of yourself. Catch them, bring that energy back in, take a deep breath, and neutralize it by focusing more on yourself and being in silence and finding something that you can do by yourself. Always bring that energy in. Don't let it go out, because that's your silly, artificial ego personality that is trying to take control to get validation from the outside world. Focus more on affirmations about loving yourself. Figure out some kind of affirmation that you can say throughout the day about loving yourself. That's another thing. And the other solution that I could provide you is subliminal suggestions. I create and I also sell subliminal messages, audio MP3s, and this helps tremendously. And what it is it's the same type of messaging that you go through when you listen to music and anything else over and over again. And it has affirmations throughout the MP3 that you can listen through to every day, as often as you want. It further influence your own mind so that you can have the positive, productive self-beliefs that helps increase your confidence. That is one of the easiest ways to create self-confidence, develop self-confidence within yourself as a tool. But you also still have to do your work within your life and removing people, places, and things that further decrease your self-confidence, including decreasing or eliminating watching TV and eliminating all of the other silly stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. You can check that out on my website, transformationsubliminals.com. Definitely click that like button, subscribe, and thank you very much. And until next time.